Hello, I am going to be doing something that I haven't done in quite a while, which is actually just give you a little update on what's been happening. When I started up these vlogs again, I had this plan to always stay a month ahead, and I'm sorry to say that that gap has closed in, and so you're actually going to be watching this maybe just a week out from when this video is being recorded. And that's just because I've gotten surprisingly busy, which I'm really thankful for. Not complaining, especially after 2 years of not much else happening. And yeah, just kind of wanted to give you a little rundown of what's been happening after McDowell. So after McDowell, I came home and was there for about 2 weeks, and then I headed down to San Diego for a workshop of a piece that has been commissioned by La Jolla Playhouse, titled Gin versus the Beach. It's part of their pop tour, and it's gonna tour to local schools in the San Diego area come March 2023. So that was about a week long, and then I went back home for a week, but the rehearsals for The Adventures of Honey and Leon, which you may have been seeing, I've been posting these old demo videos that I've recorded. Rehearsals for that show started as soon as I got back from San Diego, but I was only attending virtually. And then finally I flew to New York. That's where I am right now. I am in New York, and I am in rehearsals. I just finished our second week of rehearsals, my first week actually being physically present, and we're about to head into tech. And I think by the time I post this, the show will have opened. And yeah, that's what's been happening. It kind of just got really busy, and like I said, I'm not mad about it, but that's why I haven't had a lot of time to actually make these videos and plan ahead a bit better. I was thinking I wanted to make a video reflecting on McDowell, but that now seems like so long ago, even though it wasn't really, so we'll see. I might do another video about residencies and some things that I learned from being up in Peterborough, New Hampshire and all that. But I guess what I'm kind of feeling lately is just how I'm entering back into the groove of being busy, which at the beginning of the year I was actually quite anxious about, because there was so much quote-unquote downtime during the pandemic, and I just worried, would I be able to handle a flurry of activity again? And I'm proud to report that yes, I am, but with a caveat, which is I'm bringing with me some of the things that I learned and internalized and cherished from the pandemic. One of the biggest things being finding ways to center and ground myself in spite of being busy. And I was looking ahead to my schedule before I left for San Diego, and I just knew this was gonna be a tricky time, and I needed to take care of myself. I needed to take care of my brain, my body, and to really just be ready for it to be somewhat busy. And I think I've been doing pretty well as far as that goes, that I'm tired. It's been a lot of activity. Definitely not as tired as the actors in this show, because we are making them work, by the way. But I think I'm tired, and I'm giving myself those moments to reflect, to journal, to meditate, and that's been really good and what I've needed. And even I feel like I even know better how to conserve my energy, which I think when I first started vlogging back in 2019, I was really busy then at the beginning of that period, that year of vlogging. And I wasn't as good at conserving energy or knowing how to prioritize where to put my energy. And I feel like I'm better at it now. I mean, I'm 40 now. I've turned 40 this year. And I think I don't know how to put it. I think I just have gained some internal wisdom, or maybe I'm just getting older, of where it's important to put my energy and my focus and where I don't need to. For example, when I used to come to New York, I would always kind of map out the entire time and almost overload my schedule with show after show each night because I felt like I'm here, I'm not always here, and so I need to go and do these things. And this time around, to be fair, I'm here for a longer time, but this time around, I'm not as worried about it. I've only seen one play in my first week being here, and that's just because after I've been rehearsing, I've been tired. And I know that if I want to be able to be present for the rehearsal the next day, I need to just come back and chill. And so, like I said, that might just be me getting older. But I think there's some wisdom or understanding of that, of knowing that I need that downtime, I need that quiet time to just be back at where I'm staying. I'm at an Airbnb, to be back here and to just chill and watch some TV, eat something, stretch, go to sleep so that I'm ready to tackle the next day. So it's a really weird place to be actively working on shows again and doing so with other people, and we're putting up a show, and that's the first time I've been in a rehearsal room to put up a show in at least 2 years, if not a little more. It's amazing how second nature it feels. It just feels quite normal, but there is still a surrealism to it of the fact that it hasn't been happening. And I'm getting back into the groove of things. And also, COVID is still in the back of my brain the whole time. I have been masking as much as possible on planes, indoors, and on the subway here. And there's still a good number of people masking, so I don't feel super awkward about it. But at the same time, I think I'm gonna mask anyway, just for my own peace of mind. I think I'd rather be safe than sorry, and I'm gonna do it. At least until I return home, because if I get COVID once I'm home, then I get COVID once I'm home, and it's easier for me to self-isolate because I don't have any other travel or anything coming up. But I think all the way from New Hampshire to San Diego and now to New York, I've just been like, I don't even want to chance it where I have to miss out on these opportunities. So I have been masking and just trying to be careful as far as like being indoors with people who I do not know whether they're vaccinated or whether they have COVID or not. Overly cautious, but that's where it is. COVID is still a thing for both La Jolla Playhouse and New York City Children's Theater. We have had to test and we have had to mask, and I am all for it because it's still out there, and that's just the reality of where we are as an industry, as a field. Each theater company and each production, of course, is going to be different and have their own guidelines, but I'm just choosing to mask up as much as I am able to. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to share. Just a quick little update of what's been going on. I'll probably make a video more explicitly about Honey and Leon and what that's been like, and then maybe a video kind of unpacking what my McDowell experience was like and what I learned from it. And if I have time, I want to get into Gin versus the Beach maybe, but I might save that for when we go into rehearsals for the actual production, the actual tour production, come February. But that was pretty much it, and I will see you all next time.